everybody, back again with another review. And today's review is going to be over the DC Multiverse Reverse Flash Platinum Edition. Now I may say Platinum Edition, but there is only one version of this figure. It is just one of those like case scenarios where it is one platinum and the only platinum of this figure. So that being said, let's get into the actual packaging and kind of more of explanation. I got this from AliExpress as well for 30 bucks shipped, so a very good deal. Once again, didn't have to waste gas, didn't have to go numerous spots to find this figure or even ask employees, so it definitely saved a lot of time. But now to move into the actual packaging. So as you can see, 12 plus here at the top, just like every other figure. And then you have the 22 moving parts as well. And moving on to the side, you're going to see DC Multiverse Reverse Flash from New 52. And moving on to the back, you're going to get this nice artwork. And since this is from AliExpress, you're going to get that sticker. So that's the only downside. If you're an inbox collector, you may kind of avoid it. And it's not guaranteed that the actual box ends up looking like, luckily mine did, even though I'm going to open it up anyways. But enough of the ramble. Here's the actual artwork. I think that's pretty nice artwork. It looks pretty good to me. I love the look, love kind of the cartoon and comic look in general, and not just straight up of the figure. So I'm glad the artwork is improving as well, even though sometimes it does not match the actual figure. That's the one thing that my McFarlane continues to struggle on over time, but this one actually matches. Now moving on to the last side, just kind of bland reverse flash DC Multiverse, and then a little QR code here to scan. And for those who may be searching in store, going through the hassle and struggle, here is the actual barcode they can use for employees to search it and go in the back. But with that being said, let me get into the actual figure. Just like every other figure, you're going to get a typical display stand with the DC logo and the 1 foot peg. But time again, I've mentioned and talked about it, so not much else to go over with this. Moving on to the actual card, it's going to match the same artwork on the back of the box, as you can see. Really like the artwork, as I mentioned, very amazing. I really like it, and adds to the reverse flash kind of like character in general. Haven't seen him in the new 52, but I know the original look is a yellow suit, so kind of a change and difference in general. Moving on to the back, real name Daniel West. I'm gonna see if it adds any type of new information or if it's just usual. Like the Flash, Daniel West gained his amazing powers of speed following an accident. However, unlike his nemesis, West became the Reverse Flash using his powers for his own selfish needs. The speedster cared little for those who had to die to help him accomplish his ultimate goal, to use the Speed Force to alter his own past. So not much of a difference in general. Pretty much the same old there. And you're going to get a lot of these actual like effects in general you can use. So you got this big one from what I can tell. So that's kind of, I'm not used to this. It could have been included in one of the older Reverse Flash figures, because it seems to be kind of similar to the Reverse Flash. I do not have that figure, so maybe one day I'll be able to get it. But yeah, also too, I just realized this, so can rotate it. So if you want to move it down, you can rotate like this, or if you want to move it up, rotate up like that as well. And you can do that with the other side, so not much difference. So that is pretty darn cool if you ask me, and adds more kind of like movement or possibilities when it comes to posing with this figure using those two. And another big effect in general, another flash, but this one pretty much you just attach it using the peg, and that's about it. Doesn't move up or down from what I can see, and yeah, definitely does not. Now onto the last, I guess 4, but pretty much two, it's pretty much a set of 2. But yeah, you get 2 like this. You just attach once again using the actual peg there, or insert that is. Same thing goes for this one. Then you're going to get 2 of these as well. You just attach it once again. Nice translucent red color, and the same goes for this one. So a lot of different, I guess you can say, effects to use when it comes to the flash, and I really do like that one. You can actually move up and down. That's a nice touch in general. And for the main reason you all are here is for the actual figure. Just bumped the camera, so my bad. But yeah, I guess maybe they went a little over exaggerated compared to the card in terms of the face and the amount of red. So that's just one little difference. And yeah, I guess the eyes should be more of a red color and not yellow based on the artwork. I'm just gonna base everything off the artwork since I haven't seen this appearance yet. So that seems to be two things kind of just wrong, I guess you can say off the bat. Eyes should be red, and too much red used in general on the face. But it is a very intimidating, if I say so myself. Do like that face sculpt, face detail in general. Really well done. It's just less red, and the eyes should be red when you compare it to the art, that is. But yeah, pretty simple, but I do love the look they have going on here. Looks amazing. Kind of like when it comes to simplicity, but making it look cool. This figure would describe that perfectly fine and well. These are a little rubberized. Maybe watch out. Don't know if it could potentially fall off over time if you play with it too much, or rip and tear. So that's just something to always look out for when it comes to flash figures in general. In the different, I guess you can say, ear part overall. Yeah, love the paint application. The red and black is very sinister looking. Matches the artwork, but yeah, just the kind of difference in the head and how it should be is the only gripe from me. But yeah, just more of the look. Uses the same body as we've seen before from some other reverse flash and flash figures for the past. But when it comes to the actual articulation, here we go. Nice side-to-side movement. Perfect. No issue whatsoever. Not too tight, not too loose. Look down this much, and then look up about this much. So not much going when it comes to actually looking up. Just for more clarification, also side to side by going down and looking down. When it comes to the actual T-pose, there we go. No issue there. Flawless. These little flaps seem to do a decent job, but not the best job in coming out all the way. Seems like you may need to play with it to come out a little more, but that may be about all you're going to get. But you can rotate it 360 this way as well. There's a bicep cut to move here. Elbow. Perfect. No issue. When it comes to the wrist, full movement, you can do 360. And when it comes to actually moving the hand up and down, the part I usually struggle with, looks like you can move it up about this much, and then move it down this much. So pretty well there, nothing blocking it, so you're gonna get full movement. And when it comes to ab crunch, okay, that's pretty wild. Definitely goes back quite a lot, and doesn't really expose anything underneath. You can see a little gappage, but I feel like it's not super exposed to the point it's ugly looking. Ab crunch going forward about this much. You're going to be able to rotate it upper torso, rotate it as much as you want. And then down here at the legs, full movement. No issue as well from that aspect. And when it comes to the actual splits, to see how much movement you can get, you're going to be able to get this much before the diaper interferes or restricts the movement or articulation. And then when it comes to the actual knee, be able to bend it back about this much. Pretty much all you need there. And when it comes to the actual foot, you're going to be able to move it side to side, no issue. Down this much, up this much. Toe articulation, there you go. And just for more clarification, go down side to side as well. So yeah, pretty much is what it is when it comes to articulation. Really good articulation, as to be expected from a flash figure. You would hope there's plenty of articulation. With that being said, let me get into my final thoughts. When it comes to this figure, I think the paint application is phenomenal. Besides just the fact, like I said, the eyes should be red compared to the card. Just like to have the consistency and the fact there may be a little too much red on the actual face sculpt in general, but it is a very intimidating looking face sculpt and just face expression. So I think they did a great job when it comes to that. And yes, I could attach the multiple flame effects. The big one that actually rotates looks like it belongs on the back in that little peg slot. But when it comes to display purposes, it kind of takes up too much space when you add all those flame effects and takes away from the actual character and look, I think, to me, when you add too many of them. So that's the reason why I don't have any currently in. But I just want to get the little input that the big one that rotates looks like it attaches on the back. Now when it comes to the actual bigger one, not sure where that will look right. Maybe that should go on the back too. But for me, I don't think I would put that one in over the one that actually rotates. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed the actual look of this character. Love the paint application detail overall. Simplistic, but it pulls out very, very well. And yes, like I said, I got this for a really good price and saved on gas. For me, I actually really enjoy this character. May not have seen him or this version of Reverse Flash yet, but I would like to actually see him because I think this look is amazing, and glad they kind of did a little different of an approach by actually making this character, since we're used to the yellow Reverse Flash. And I should probably eventually pick up a Reverse Flash in the yellow suit for my own collection eventually. With that being said, if I were to give a rating of this character, I think it's phenomenal, pretty good, but because of the kind of like inconsistency with the face paint or just the colors of certain things and being too much, I'd have to give it a 9.8 out of 10. But other than that, I think it's a really good and well-known character. But until then, that's going to wrap up today's review, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and have a great time collecting.